Hey everybody, how you going out there? Welcome to Keep On Collecting. And today is a toy room tour. My toy room tour, my turn. People have been asking, what does my toy room look like? I have finally got it to a place where I can show it. I've got some display cabinets and shelving and actually things put on there and out of buckets, and got things off the floor. The floor was always been a bit of a mess to get around. So I have tidied all of this up and got it ready for you guys to have a look at. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this before, and I don't know really what to say as I go through the collection and show you guys. So bear with me, laugh at me. Andrew said it was actually a little bit easier with some scotch. So it's only like 11 o'clock in the morning, so it might be a bit early for a scotch. Anyway, thank you very much to Leanne and Karen. This can't be possible, I guess, without them. They love us and they allow us to have this space, and they support us in what we do and what we love, and we thank them for that. It's beautiful of them to allow us to do that. So to allow us to have a room specifically for our collection hoarding. It's what we do, and we love them for that. So we've all got something like this. All us guys, girls, we've all got a room, just so we can go away and get lost for a little bit in happy thoughts. And that's what this is. It brings back. There's a lot of little happy thoughts in here. I look at things and it reminds me of the good days, like my brothers and I playing with a lot of these toys. And although they're not the originals, some of them are. I've got back what we did lose, and mostly, and we'll show you that. Go through it with you. So let me whirl this around, and we'll start showing you what I've got here. So walk around, so bear with me. Smile. So here we are. This is the toy room. As we walk in, this is what we see. We see the display cabinet in the front there, and then from left as we walk in, shelving, a couple of the display cabinets, another shelving at the back. We'll go through. So just briefly, that's it. We'll go through shelf by shelf. So let's start as we walk in. Let's do my favourite first, hey? Favourite thing, as we walk in, bang smack in the middle is Space 1999. So you'll see there's the complete Mattel Eagle from 1976. Yes, it's got all its pieces. Happy with that. Then we've got the Dinkies sitting there in front with the Mattel. We've got the Mattel Space 1999 characters there. That's the three they released there, Mattel, in around 76 as well. These ones are from the classic TV toys, I think they're called. They were released around early 2000s. 8 inches as well. We go down. So Mego, Buck Rogers. So we got the Starfighter and the Land Rover. Got all the characters, all in pretty good condition. We don't have the laser scope or the draconian ships. I'd like the laser scope because the laser scope is something we had as children, so I am on the hunt for a laser scope vehicle. Transformers, all G1. Not sure, with all the reflections going on in there, I'm not sure you can see them. So there's Blaster and Perceptor, the big ones. Prowl there on the far left in the middle. He is the original one, same as Smokescreen next to him. They're all like the G1s were very easy to collect as kids. We had a lot of them. So Bumblebee and Gears, Cliff Jumper, Warpath. Yeah, I think later on there's Brawn, got him later on. But yeah, we had Sea Spray and Power Glide too. That's not the original Optimus Prime. Brother has got his original Optimus Prime. That's the collector sheet that opens up. I do have the Optimus Prime trailer. I can't really fit it in there. I might try fitting in there later. So we've got Soundwave, and, Starscream, and they're the original Constructicons. We've got the Insecticons in there. Down the bottom is Trendmasters Jupiter 2. So that was released about 97, 98. Trendmasters did also like the little Land Rover thing they did. Johnny Lightning, actually. That was Johnny Lightning. Back to Future. So I've got my DeLorean with the reaction figures set up there. Then of course I've got the reaction figures there. And Andrew is kind enough to buy this flux capacitor. It's sensitive, like touch sensitive, and it will flash. So that's in the main cabinet. As I walk in, I will work on getting another cabinet to put some more. I'll bring this one forward as I walk in, and the other one will be at the back. Let's move off to the left. So I've got dolls. I like the dolls from movies. So I've got there's TV shows. So this is Donnie and Marie Osmond. So I've got Marie Osmond. I don't know if you remember that Donnie and Marie show. I used to love that as a kid. And there's Donnie. So we've got like Dick Van Dyke. There's Bert from Mary Poppins. Bit of glare on these. And of course Mary Poppins herself. And the Matrix figures of Neo and Trinity. I won't pull them, won't touch them. Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael J. Fox would be, be really happy to be called Michael Jackson, wouldn't he? Anyway, so there's Michael Jackson. Look, we bought that figure even before he passed away. It's like $10 in the reject shop. It's amazing. Great buy, great likeness. I'm not a completist, so a lot of this stuff you'll see, I do intend to maybe get more, but I've just kind of got the bare essentials. So I've got the Biker Mice from Mars here. One of their bikes. I've got more accessories coming, I've got another helmet and a lot of the Biker Mice gear. I'd like to get the baddie. I've got Grease Pit here. He's like a henchman. I like to get the baddie, Limburger. So I've got Beetlejuice, and there's the Beetlejuice character, and of course I've got the car. I love the cars. I have got a complete set here of Coneheads, so you can see there's 6 of them. There's no vehicles with Coneheads, released by Playmates. This is some Land of the Lost, the 92 series of Land of the Lost. It was Scar instead of Grumpy. So yeah, and there's Krista, and there's the Porter family. So there's Tom, and Kevin, and her. I'm really good with names. Come down to one of my recent faves is the Skeleton Warriors. So I've got all the Skeleton Warriors figures. I've kept one in the box. I've kept Dagger in his box because I love the artwork. It's good to have like some things kept in box for myself, but I'm a big let them breathe kind of guy. So I do keep them in their box. So I get a little bit mixed whether to keep them out or in. I've got some Chuck Norris Karate Commandos here. So I've got some still on card. I've got his Karate Corvette. There's Chuck over here. And then I've got some Waterworld. So Waterworld, I used to have the whole set of these. I don't know why I got rid of them, with the Trimaran. So these were made, there's a Trimaran there. So made by Kenner. The movie was like mid-90s. Same as these guys. Demolition Man and The Last Action Hero with Sylvester Stallone with his vehicle. I've got to get a Simon Phoenix figure for Demolition Man. I always like to get like the goodie and the protagonist, his nemesis. So yeah, I've got Evil Eye Benedict here with Slater. Of course I've got their vehicles. Kenner churned out a lot of, well actually that's Mattel, but both Mattel and Kenner, they churned out a lot of toys in those mid-90s. Let's go around the corner. So we'll go up here. So we'll start with, I've got some Farscape. So I enjoy Farscape. It's like the late 90s, went through to the 2000s. I've got 5 of the figures that I kind of would like to get a couple of the girls, a couple of the other main girls. Who are they? Let's take a card off here. Well, I'd like to get Arian Sun and Chiana. I'd like to get those 2 other main characters there. Here's John Travolta in Battlefield Earth. I had the whole set of them too at one stage, got rid of them. But I've recently got him because look at the likeness. It's a good likeness of John Travolta. The movie itself was panned by the critics. We'll go down to Stargate SG-1 TV show. So I've met Richard Dean Anderson. I don't know, you can see his signature on there. Andrew and I met him at Comic-Con in Sydney, and Christopher Judge as Teal'c. So he signed that for me. I haven't met... I'd like to meet Amanda Tapping. She was due to come out and I couldn't quite get hold of her. Michael Shanks. One day. Got the Harry Potter dueling clubs. There's 4 of them in this series. There's Harry and Malfoy and Tom Riddle, and we've got Lockhart. So they were a special series released around the time of the 2nd movie. And yeah, they were supposed to be a bit of a collector's series, like special ones. I don't know if they are, but they're the only Harry Potters I got. Crocodile Hunter. This came out with Steve Irwin's movie. I think it still works. Yes, it still works with Danger. Let's move over to the right now. We'll start at the bottom while we're down here. We've got these OConnor, Aliens, and then Predator, or Aliens versus Predator. So I think this one's our original one here, the Broken Tusk Predator. Let's get in there and see them. These are the Aliens. Got the Funko ones there too. So there's a Funko Ripley, Funko Predator. I'll chuck them in there. See, this is where I get a bit torn. I would love to remove the Power Loader and Ripley and display them. But you know, the box, the artwork on them looks really good too. It looks fantastic displayed. So I'm still torn. More Kenner. We've got Terminator 2. So we've got the bike. I haven't got John O'Connor. I'd like to get John O'Connor. That'd be pretty much it for the Terminator 2. It says, look, that wasn't a great line. I didn't find it totally amazing. But it's Kenner. It's a movie. I liked it in that regard. Hey, the Shadow. So we love, Andrew and I love this guy. Ready? I think we're a bit fascinated by that laugh on the Shadow. I've actually never seen the Shadow, but I know they've made the figures, and they're pretty good figures. Once again, down there is the vehicle, the Mirage SX. It's the Shadow's vehicle. Personal favourite, of course. Anyone who collects action figures has these guys. Always seem to make the top of the list. The real Ghostbusters from the 80s. Once again, they made so many of these monsters. It was for the TV cartoon, not for the 84 movie or the 89 movie. Got the Firehouse, which is just an amazing playset. It opens up, and there's the Ecto-1. You can fly out of there. There's Ecto-1 parked in there. 3 floors. There's not a lot that can happen in this playset, but it's just a bit of a holy grail, I think. There's the characters. So we had the 3 characters when we were growing up. We had Egon, so these are our originals, Egon and Winston. And Ray? No, that's Ray over there. That's Peter Finkman. So yeah, we had those 3. We didn't have Ray. We didn't have Janine. So moving on. Got Knight Rider. This doesn't work, but yeah, you push the bumper bar at the back and it's supposed to light up. Don't know why it doesn't work. Anyway, I've got some Rick and Morty there. Inspector Gadget vehicle. A bit of Toy Story stuff like Duke Kaboom, the Bucket of Soldiers from the first movie, Barrel of Monkeys, Forky. I don't know. This stuff that I've got over the years. All of Justice with the superpowers. So a lot of these are the original superpowers, like Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Desaad. Calabac broke, so I've had to replace Calabac. Original Aquaman, Red Tornado, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Dr. Fate, Green Arrow. So that's the original Supermobile, and the Justice Jumper. And we never had the Batmobile, so what an amazing toy the Batmobile is. Batman and Robin in it. We had Robin, but never had Batman. And of course, all of Justice looks like you open this up and it looks like a pretty amazing playset as well. Another amazing 80s playset. Up on the top shelf we've got Kylie Minogue. They were made by Jakks Pacific. Everyone loves this Pee Wee Herman doll. I don't know why. Used to talk from Pee Wee's Playhouse, but and I can't change the batteries. You just cannot get into it to change the batteries. So they all go a little bit slow because the battery runs down. John Wayne, another fave. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Got a Britney Spears doll here. Oops, I did it again. Spice Girls. I love the Spice Girls. Trump, of course. Let's see if I can get Trump out of there without knocking everything down. Come on, Trump. Down comes Trump. Does he say anything?
I have no choice but to tell you, you're fired.
Personally, I hope he gets fired. But anyway, Trump. Thanks, Leandra, for letting me know about Trump. So Action Man is in his box there. We had big collection of Action Man as kids. Had a helicopter, Jeep, lots of outfits. So it was a big play value in Action Man growing up. So let's go into the first Detolf cabinet here. We've got Alf. Alf is a talking Alf. I'm not going to pull him down. E.T. E.T. was released around so it's an 82 movie. So because it's an 82 movie, it makes it into the toys. They didn't really release too many good toys back in the 80s around E.T. So I bought this. So there's E.T. in his spaceship. Tron. Tron was a movie from early 80s as well, Disney, and these are the original two figures here from the 80s from Tomy. Then of course the new one, Tron Legacy, came out and we got a new light cycle here. So back in the 80s they made light cycles like I think it was a red, orange and blue. They made 3 and 4 figures. I've got some repro parts coming for these guys. They had discs and a spear, so I've got to get 2 more figures. Robocop. Yeah, I haven't got much Robocop stuff. We move down to the first shelf, so it's an array of things. We've got some Willow figures here. Yes, Willow. And we've got the Robotech. It's got Rand over there on the right. Rand, Scott Bernard, Roy Fokker. We had them as kids. Bretai is the big tall one there. We've got Clash of the Titans. I've got Perseus loose, but I had the other 3 guys. I don't know how I got them. A bit of an accident, I think, that they're all in their acrylic cases. They're all AFA graded. Recently acquired Thundercats. I wondered what the thing was with Thundercats, but they are really, LJN made really good figures with them, and I don't know how I missed that as a kid.
Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum.